Hey there viewers, it's Charlie on back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Legacy Creatures Collide 4-pack. Now, this is the second 4-pack that's been released in the Buzzworthy line. The first one was released back in Kingdom, although I never got that, so yeah, we're not going to talk about it. This 4-pack, however, consists of Goldbug, Ransack, Skywasp, and Scorponok. Now, taking a look at the packaging, well, we've got quite a long box here. And we've got Goldbug, who's pretty much trying to fight free insects, hence the name Creatures Collide. Of course, we've got the standard Buzzworthy stuff on the side here. So we've got some random pictures of RC, Mirage, and Prime. This side we've got a picture of Bumblebee's evergreen design. The back we have the four figures on robot and alternate modes. And that's pretty much it for the box. Now, we're going to take a look at the figures one by one. So, let's start off with Goldbug, who is pretty much the only vehicle in the set. Although he could still technically count as a bug, if you will. Because, you know, the others do technically transform into insects. Yeah, it's pretty much just a pun. Or they could be bugs that splatter onto his windshield. Yeah, but this is basically the Netflix Bumblebee mold, just now in a really nice looking metallic gold. So it seems like the license for these to be exclusives is now expired because, well, I've got this as Goldbug, and we've got the Netflix Soundwave molds coming soon as Shattered Glass Soundwave. But yeah, taking a closer look at the vehicle mode, this is an actual Volkswagen Beetle. If you look at the wheels, you can actually see the Volkswagen emblem on the wheel. We can see it on the hood here. So yeah, this is an actual Volkswagen Beetle. Not a Starion like F-Ride's Cliff Jumper is. I mean, this is still the F-Ride's Cliff Jumper mold, but still. So we got the underneath here. Of course, there's pretty much no kibble aside from the visible hands. And of course, for accessories, well, of course, that's Ransack stuff. We'll get to that soon. But for Goldbug's accessories, of course, you pretty much just get all the stuff that makes up the big Cliff Jumper bazooka. And seeing how Goldbug doesn't have the port on top, you can't really have that in vehicle mode. Although, of course, you can still do the ski mode. Goldbug never did this because, well, for one, he was only in what, a few episodes of the original series, and two, Bumblebee himself never did this. This was more of a Cliff Jumper thing. But you can just attach these onto the front wheels, tap these into some ports on the underneath of the vehicle, and then if you just open this up, this can just tab into the underneath. It's just untabbed. So now you've got this ski mode. Yeah, it doesn't really work as well in Goldbug as it does on the Cliff Jumper mold, in my opinion. So let's just take this off. But, well, for comparison, here he is with Bug Bite, the only other use of the mold that I have. I can see how they've heavily redone the mold. Because, you know, Bug Bite is definitely not a Volkswagen Beetle here. You can see how he's actually got a port, so if you want to give him a big rocket launcher, then you can. Also, here he is with G1 Goldbug. So you can sort of see how, well, the G1 figure is definitely squished up. Sort of paying homage to Bumblebee's Penny Racer origins. But I sort of feel like the kind of caramel yellow that they use is a bit different on each version of Goldbug. Could just be me, could be like the camera, although I swear in person they sort of look a bit different as well. Like this is a darker shade. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, moving on to Ransack. Well, of course, this guy's pretty much a redeco of, well, slight retool of Legacy Kickback. And of course, if you know your Transformers, this guy is a deluxe Insecticon. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool how a deluxe Insecticon finally has a figure. I mean, Chop Shop did actually get a figure back in like Combiner Wars, I think, although that was like a small Legends figure. So this is giving me hope that when Shrapnel and Bombshell get figures in Evolution, we could get figures of Mirage and Chop Shop. For Venom, I'm not really sure. It's not really a base Insecticon to redeck one from. But as we can see, they've pretty much retooled the robot head, so it's more like Ransack's head. And we can see the Energon wings can actually plug into here, so they're like the little. Well, I'm not sure what you call that because I don't really know insects that well. The thorax, I think. So yeah, that's actually really nice. Really nice attention to detail. Of course, you do have to remove it for the transformation, but it's still nice how they thought of that. Now, for this guy's accessories, of course, you still get the gun, which you can, of course, plug in underneath here. But the second accessory is a lot more fascinating. You get a second head, which looks to be Kickback's head. Well, this is actually Kickback's toy-accurate head. And we'll show this more when we get to the robot mode. So, yeah. But, well, for comparison, here he is with Kickback, so you can see the differences. It's mainly just in color and beast head, and how the Energon weapon is stored. I mean, of course, you can still have these on the wings, and these can form a thorax if you want, but yeah. So that's pretty much it for Ransack. Moving on, here we have Skywasp. So I guess this would be if Skywarp was in Beast Wars, not counting the eagle that's pretty much the Magna Boss version of Silverbolt. This guy looks pretty nice. I mean, it's pretty much Waspinator and Skywarp colors. I'm definitely loving these red wings. I just think that looks really nice. Looking at the beast head, once again, that looks really nice. Now, accessories, of course, we've got the little stinger, which I've got attached onto here. And the second accessory, another alternate head. This time, a robot head. So if you want to swap between like a Waspinator style head and a robot head, then I guess you can go ahead and do that. Now here he is with Buzzsaw. And yeah, these guys definitely do look quite nice together. And finally, here we've got Scorponok. Now, of course, Scorponok was in Kingdom, but this is pretty much Scorponok in his toy accurate colors. And they seem to be doing that quite a lot. I mean, we've also got Pterosaur and Dinobot in their toy accurate colors in Buzzworthy, even though they've got nothing to do with Bumblebee. I don't know. But while taking a look at this, I quite like it. I mean, I do have Scorponok's original figure, though. It's the reissue. Now looking at the beast head. Yeah, it's not like the original figure because, well, they did try to make the beast head look more like an actual scorpion. So, yeah. Now for accessories, well, of course, they're stored in the claws. So we've got the two missiles, which have maximal insignias on them. I think they're meant to be like putting your victim's name on a bullet, I think. And of course, the Cyber Bee, which on the original figure was actually formed from the claw, not just in it, but still, it's really cool. And the third accessory, of course, an alternate head. This time meant to resemble the mutant mask that Scorponok had. So yeah, this one at least makes sense because, you know, this is based on the original figure, so it makes sense that he'd have a second head based on the mutant mask. And well, for comparison, here he is with Sandstorm, the only other use in the mold that I've got. And yeah, you can pretty much see that the only difference is the colors. So yeah. Now, out of the four, which one is my favorite? Well, I think I'm probably tied between Goldbug and Ransack. I don't know, like, seeing how these two do a lot of retooling, mainly because this guy is pretty much just Netflix Bumblebee, and Well, of course, I never got Netflix Bumblebee, but seeing how these two at least have a bit of retooling, and these guys are just redecos, I feel like these guys have a bit more effort put into them, in my opinion. I mean, come on, like, this is pretty much your best chance to get the Netflix Bumblebee mold now. So, well, that's pretty much it for the alternate mode. So, let's get onto the transformations, and let's start off with Goldbug. Now, to get this guy transformed, it's pretty much just the same as the rest of the Cliff Jumper mold. So, start by trying to get the backpack removed, which of course is going to make Dr. Lockdown very upset, but oh well. So yeah, just do some parts forming on the backpack here, set that off to the side. Move the front tires down. And tap the front of the car. Move these down. Split the back of the vehicle. Rotate this at the waist. Close these. Open this up. Fold this into here. Fold up the shoulders. Then with this, you can pretty much do what you want. You can make this a shield if you want. Or what I prefer to do, just put this in the back. And there you go. Then with the accessories, you can do a couple things, but what I'm going to do for now is just attach this to the shoulder. Plug these, just plug these into the side here. And there you go. So here we have Goldbug in robot mode. Now, to get Ransack transformed, it's pretty much the same as Kickback. Only difference is you want to get this removed. If you haven't got it in there already, that is. Yeah, like after you have it removed, it's pretty much the same as Kickback. Let's get the camera up for this. So you spin around the little grasshopper feet, pushing the bug legs, straighten the robot legs, get the robot feet out, spin around the robot hands, close these up, move this to the back, showing the robot face, spin that around, spin the wings to the back, get the arms down, position the wings how you want, and there you go. Then with the weapons, you can just do what you want with them. And particularly this. I mean, of course, you can just split them, so you can have these on the arms, you can have them on the wings, but what I like to do is just have them combined, and then have this as just some big sword weapon, like so. So even if it like weighs down the figure, it still looks cool. Probably not. Oh, he's probably not going to stand now. Now for Skywasp, it's pretty much the same as Waspinator, Buzzsaw. Yeah. So we're just going to remove the stinger. Untap the legs, like so. Untap the feet from each other. Spin around the waist. In fact, I think I've got this backwards. Yes, I do. Okay, there we go. I got confused there, but so you want to have it like this? Yeah, it's been a long video, and of course it's going to be going on for even longer, so I might get even more confused later on. But just get the legs out, get the heels out, spin around the bug legs. In fact, just get this out the way so we can get the arms out. Spin around the forearms, spin around the hands. Spin around the bug legs again. Get all this out. Pretty much just sandwich these two bits together. The wings, you can just have them how you want. I just like to have them down like a cape. Straighten out the robot arms. And there you go. And I guess you can also like spin the antenna around. But yeah, that's pretty much Skywasp in robot mode. Now for the last figure, Scorponok. Once again, he pretty much transforms just like how his Kingdom figure transforms. And yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this transformation. So we just get the little beast legs up. And I hate these legs. Like they're on ball joints, so they can pop off really easily. And yeah, if you don't want to deal with these legs, you can't just pop them off, but then you'd have to like store them somewhere. So yeah, I just hate these beast legs. And you see, like, this looks like translucent plastic. Yeah. We just get all that. Just orientate the beast legs. Can't remember the actual way to do it, so I'm just gonna fold all this around. Fold in the scorpion head. I'm probably doing this completely backwards, but I don't care because, yeah, I hate this transformation. Get the arms down, rotate the claws around. This doesn't even close flush, and that's also an issue with my Sandstorm figure. And yeah, that's pretty much Scorponok in his robot mode. Seeing how the legs are just a huge fustercluck right here. It's not even... Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's Scorponok in robot mode. Well, getting all 4 robots on camera. Once again, we can pretty much see that we're dealing with 2 really nice looking retools and 2, I guess, average redecos. And yeah, seeing how I gave Ransack a big sword, he's gonna be a bit top heavy, but that's more my fault. But yeah, once again, looking at these one by one, let's start off with Goldbug, who I think is my favorite out of these. Well, looks-wise, at least. Because, yeah, this guy just looks really nice. So, yeah, he's got Shattered Glass Goldbug's head on the Netflix Bumblebee body. But he's also got this really nice metallic caramel yellow look. Like, just this really nice metallic paint job that I like about this figure. See, that's how much I like the look. It's leaving me at a loss for words. But keep in mind, it is the Earthrise Cliff Jumper mold, so it does have the same flaws. We still have the backpack parts forming. We still have the bazooka weapon thing. But while looking at the head, of course, as I said, it's the Shattered Glass Goldbug head, but like how funny is that? We got Shattered Glass Goldbug before we got the original Goldbug. Now we're getting a Shattered Glass Flame War without getting the original. Granted, I think they made it so you can repurpose the figure as the normal Flame War, but yeah, I'm going on a tangent here. But yeah, looking at this figure, it's quite nice looking. Now, of course, you can plug in some blast effects to the guns here. And yeah, you can do the bazooka mode, although I don't really feel like doing that. Although I think I'll probably just still do it, yeah, I don't feel like doing it, but I'll still do it just for the video. So, of course, this can still plug into here. This can still plug into the back. So now we've got this huge overkill weapon. And I guess if you have, like, some weaponizers or whatever, then you can plug in some stuff there. Although, seeing how I don't have any weaponizers ready, let's just plug in some blast effects instead. But yeah, I'm just gonna have Bug Bites use this bazooka weapon. So for Goldbug, he can just have the... what's it called? Well, Bugbite can just use this loadout. Now, speaking of Bugbite, here he is with him. So you can see how the mold's changed. Mainly it's just with the legs, the head, and the backpack. So, yeah. Also, here he is with G1 Goldbug. Yeah, not really much to say there. Definitely a nice looking update in my opinion, because he can actually move his arms now. And well, for posability, well, he can move his head. Of course, he can move his arms. He can T-pose. He can move his elbows. He's got a biceps level, wrist level, waist joint. Legs go forward that far, back that far. He's got knees. Got a swivel there. You can do the split and a really good ankle pivot. So yeah, that's basically it with Goldbug. Complaints, basically the same with Bugbite. So yeah, he's got he's got the part-forming backpack. Basically all the same complaints with the Cliff Jumper mold. So yeah. Now moving on to Ransack. I mean, it's really nice to see this guy get updated because this is his first toy since G1. And you know what? Let's just remove this sword device. He's going to be falling forward all the time. I mean, yeah, this is just a new head retool of Kickback, but they did such a good job of making it look like Ransack that it still looks really nice. And at least he doesn't have this between his legs like the original Ransack did. Yeah, I'll just have a 360. So, yeah. Looking at the head, of course, they did remold the head. So that's definitely a nice attention to detail. And speaking of which, of course, packaged with the 4-pack is this secondary Kickback head, which is meant to resemble Kickback's toy head, albeit with an added nose. And while you could, in theory, give this to Ransack, I think this is more intended for Kickback, so you can give him a more toy-accurate head. So what you can do, you can actually just decapitate Kickback. Just attach this on, which is a lot easier said than done. There we go. And now he's got a toy-accurate head, which I actually think looks better. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I've had the G1 Kickback figure for quite a while, and I just think it looks better. But yeah, this is going to be how I display Kickback from now on, with the toy-accurate head. But anyway, going back to Ransack, well, of course, he does have the gun. And of course, you can plug in a blast effect. Likewise with the feet, if you don't have any weaponizers laying around. And of course, the big-ass sword, which could probably give Cloud a run for his money. But yeah. Now, comparing this guy with Kickback. Yeah, I think these guys look really cool together. And it's definitely getting me excited to see what Bombshell and Barrage would look like together when they come out, or Shrapnel and Chop Shop. Not sure about Venom though, but Hasbro has surprised us in the past, for better or for worse, but still, these guys do look quite nice together. Now, for Ransack's articulation, well, of course, this head can move from side to side, although the antenna here does get in the way of the wings, which can also move if you want some more head articulation. The arms can, of course, fully move. Of course, you can T-pose, elbows, bicep swivels, which are actually quite tight. Definitely at the wrist, although if you want full-on G1 reference mode, you can do this, although that's more for kickback. Waist swivel. Legs can go forward that far, back that far. It's got knees. This can swivel. You can do the splits. And sort of hard to do. Ugh. But he has got ankle pivots. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Ransack. Complaints? Well, pretty much the same that I had with Kickback, so not really gonna repeat myself here. Although the swords, which is more of my creation, kind of make them a bit top heavy, although, of course, as I said, my creation, so that's more on me. Okay, moving on to Skywasp. Now, Legacy is the first time I've heard... and my heart just stopped. But Legacy is the first time I've heard of this character. So I'm going in completely blind here. So this is like a Skywarp colored Waspinator, or like an homage to the unreleased Horicon Waspinator. Okay then. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But still, it still looks really cool. And like, if Night Prowler can get a figure, so can Waspinator's Horicon colors. Now, taking a look at the head, of course, it's Waspinator's head, complete with the light piping. Although, if you want, you do get this head, which I'm pretty sure is meant to be like Parasite's head. I might be wrong. So if you want, you can just do the old swap. So if you want that look going on. Although, seeing how I do have Buzzsaw with this head, I think I'm just going to display Skywasp with the Waspinator head. Speaking of which, here he is with Buzzsaw. And I didn't have these... So, yeah. Not really much to say. Otherwise, I'll pretty much be going over Buzzsaw again. So let's just go over the posability. Head, of course, is on a ball joint. The arms can move. Of course, you can T-pose. It's got an elbow, bicep rotation. The hand can swivel, although it's kind of tight. Waist swivel. Legs go forward. Can't really go back, unfortunately. It's got knees. Sort of break his knee, which is in character for Waspinator. You do the splits. And he's got an ankle pivot. For the gun. Yeah, you can't really plug in a blast effect, unfortunately. But yeah, if you want to plug in some blast effects to the feet. Because, you know, there's like maybe Waspinator, or in this case, Sky Wasp is getting shot in, or something. I don't know. It's your figure. Do what you want with it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. Complaints? Well, pretty much just the same that I had with Buzzsaw. So let's just move on to Scorponok, which I think is my least favorite in this set. I mean, for God's sake, his legs are translucent plastic. Not only that, but you see, now it's not even going back on. There we go. But yeah, you can see why I don't really like this mold. Well, just having a 360 of it. I mean, like, the legs are just all clustered together. It's not really that easy to it's not really that easy to get them transformed without them popping off. The claws can just come off. Yeah. The head, though, I mean, it does look nice. At least. Though, yeah, the chest doesn't really close, and I do have that issue on Sandstorm as well, although it's more prominent on this figure. Now for accessories, we got the two missiles, which have maximal insignias on them. So it's like marking your next victim on your bullets. I'm pretty sure that's meant to reference. And of course, the Cyber Bee, which, unlike the original figure, which this is colored after, it's not part of the claw. Thank God, because the reissue made it so it's a head trigger. And of course, the alternate head, which is the mutant mask. And this head makes more sense, seeing how this is the toy colors. Although, seeing how Sandstorm has his head, I think I'm just going to display it with this head. And yeah, you've got the ports in the feet for blast effects, or weaponizers, or whatever. Now, comparing him with Sandstorm, yeah, the only difference is the colors. Or if you're using this head, and, well, the head as well. But yeah, moving on to the articulation. Well, the head's on a ball joint, so it can also sort of look up. The stinger could move. The arms can move. You can T-pose. Can sort of move all the way up as well, though that's more of a transformation. These can swivel, the claws can swivel. They can open. The waist can sort of swivel. You can kick. You can't really kick back though. It's got knees, just can swivel. And he can do the splits. He's got ankle pivots. And he can sort of move his feet. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this guy. Complaints. I mean, come on. I pretty much already said the complaints. So, the claws can just pop off. His legs look like translucent plastic, although, yeah, you can pretty much just see through them. I hate the beast legs. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this figure. And well, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this set. So, out of this four, which figure is my favorite? Well, I think it's probably either Goldbug or Ransack. I would say Goldbug, but he does have the flaws that the Cliffjumper mold has, so I'd say maybe Ransack is my favorite. But well, let's just end this here before this video goes over an hour long because of my ramblings. So, complaints with the set overall? Well, these three figures got alternate heads, but this figure didn't. I mean, I guess to make sense, it's not really a way for the head to come off, but still. But yeah, I guess it makes sense. Because, yeah, there's not really a way for this head to come off. Actual complaints, they're more with the figures themselves, but I kind of wish it was like either a 2-pack or Goldbug and Ransack were just released individually. Because this is like 92 pounds from Hasbro Pulse. But yeah, 92 pounds for a really nice figure. A really nice looking figure. A neat figure. And just a pile of crap in my opinion. Yeah. Save that what you will. But I wish that Ransack was like released just separately in Buzzworthy. Maybe Goldbug as well. And these guys just weren't made at all. Scorponok maybe as well, but just because like Pterosaur and Dinobot were released in Buzzworthy. Maybe like if Dinobot and Pterosaur and Scorponok were released with yeah, if anything, I feel like this would work better if Dinobot and Pterosaur were part of the 4-pack instead of these two, and these two were just released individually. I don't know. But overall, would I recommend this set? Well, seeing how your opinions on these molds might differ from mine, I would say it's up to your opinion. You might like the Scorponok mold. You might not like the Waspinator mold. You might love or hate the Cliffjumper mold. So yeah, I'd say it's really up to your personal preference. But yeah, I mainly just bought this for Goldbug and Ransack. So yeah. But yeah, if I was to rank these, I would probably have it as Ransack because the kickback mold was already really good in my opinion. Not the best mold in Legacy, but still really nice. Goldbug because he does look really nice. It's a really good way to get the Netflix Bumblebee mold, but the Cliffjumper mold is still quite flawed. Skywasp because, well, the Waspinator mold is really nice, although yeah, it's just an average redeco. And Scorponok because I hate the Scorponok mold. This thing can go die. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. So, this has been my review on the Creatures Collide pack from Buzzworthy Bumblebee, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.